Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, students. How are you today?
Good morning, Miss. I'm fine.
Okay, today we're going to learn about narrative text. Narrative text is a story with complication or problematic events, and it tries to find the resolutions to solve the problems. Uh, can you tell me about what is the purpose of narrative text?
The purpose of narrative text is to amuse or to entertain the readers.
Okay, that's correct. And the next, there are four generic structure of narrative text. The first is orientation, that is a set of the scene where and when the story happened and introduce the participants of the story, who and what is involved in the story. And the next is complication. It tells the beginning of the problems which leads to the crisis of the main participant. The next is resolution, that is the problem or the crisis is resolved either in happy ending or in a sad ending. And the last is reorientation. This is a closing remark to the story and it is optional. Types of narrative text: there are fable, myth, legend, folklore, fairy tales, love story, personal experience, slice of life, horror stories, and science fiction. Can you tell me what are language features that there are in narrative text?
The language features. There are past tense, adverb of times, times conjunctions, specific character, and direct speech and action group.
Yes, that's correct. And the next is, I will give you a homework, just two questions. And the first question is, one of the paragraph in narrative text introduce the characters, the place and time the story takes place, and sets the scene, which is called blank blank blank. The first choice is coda. The next is reorientation, complication, orientation, and resolution. The next question, complication part tells blank blank blank. The choices, the moral of the story. The next, the rising action that can cause conflicts in the story.
Can you repeat it, Miss?
The rising actions that can cause conflicts in the story. The next, the solution to solve the problems in the story. Next, the place and time the story take place, the characters, and the scene of the story. The last choice is the ending that concludes the story. So before we close our lesson today, I will ask you several questions. The first question is, can you tell me what is the definition of the narrative text?
Narrative text is a text is a story with complication or problematic events, and it tries to find the resolution to solve the problems.
Okay, that's correct. And the next question is, can you mention types of narrative text?
Types of narrative text:
Just give me three types.
folklore,
Yes?
fairy tale, fable.
Yeah, that's correct. Because our lesson time is over, let's close our lesson with hamdalah.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.